Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be going through all of the books that I have on my Kindle, excluding my Kindle Unlimited TBR, and we are going to be talking about the ones that I have on the highest priority list. So these are going to be books that I got for free or that I purchased myself, and the majority of them are ones that I've gotten for free, and I will tell you what I am prioritizing, and you're gonna work through that with me, because I tend to go through and just buy a bunch of free books and then I don't end up reading them because I don't prioritize them. So I thought it would be nice to have a little TBR to refer back to, so let's get into it. So these are all of the books that I have purchased, and this is going to be a mix of books that I have read or that I haven't read, some that I have purchased, some that I have gotten for free. So let's go ahead and scroll through them. So I have read the second and the third book in the Destiny's series, and but I haven't read the second one, Destiny's Captive. This is definitely a top priority book for me. This is a pirate romance, and I love this series. While they're pretty low angst, and I don't tend to love low angst stories, and the couple tends to get together like halfway through, I like Beverly Jenkins' writing, and I have high hopes for this series itself. I haven't read Indolin, which is the second book in the Wraith King series. It follows, it's after Radiance. I really enjoy Radiance, but I haven't had much pull to this one because the couple is together and I just don't really, like, this world wasn't interesting enough to me in the beginning to want to read more of it. So this right here, Once Upon a Dream, definitely interests me because it is a Sierra Simone. I enjoyed her writing, and I'm interested to see what this one is because I did get it for free. I read the Thorn Chapel. I read that series. I read the first one. I didn't love it. It was like a 3-star, but I have other books by the author that I want to read. So this is definitely like top priority, like mid priority. And then Imagine Me by Fiona Cole. I have read, I think, I've tried to read a couple things by Fiona Cole, and she's an author that I should love, but I haven't loved anything by her, so I'm hoping that Imagine Me will be right up my alley. We have The Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which I did read, but I haven't read the third one, and I do have it. I do own it. So the third one is kind of higher priority. I did give Kingdom of Flesh and Fire a 2-star. It was very disappointing for me. And then Soothsayer, I have heard fantastic things about. I think it is, it's a PNR, and I think the hero might be a demon. None of these are like super jumping out to me. Like, I will say a lot of the freebies are like small town romances and stuff like that, and I'm just not like a small town girl, and so I get them, and then I like think they look or sound good, and I just never end up getting to them. Maybe I'll do like an Amazon free small town romance video at some point and just knock some of them out, but you know, they're not really top priority. I do have the Deal with the Demon, which the alt cover looks like this, and I'm very interested in it. Honestly, I thought this was the one by that author that's going around right now that's really popular, and I thought that was this book, but it's not. But I'm still kind of interested in it. I think it looks good. I read Resist Me, and like, I just won't read from this author again. She had some stuff in her book that I just didn't agree with, and I've heard her other books are bad. So as you can see, like, I've gotten a lot of like free historical romances, free small town romances, and just like, they just don't really call to me all that much. Yeah, there's the third book in the whatever that series is called, that I'm just not, it's like mid priority. We have the Babysitters trilogy. or the Encounters trilogy by Jack Harbin. This is like one of the highest priority books that I have because I've heard really good things about The Babysitter, and I've enjoyed several Jack Harbin books. See, like, Flame is by the same author that Resist Me was, and like it looks good, and I'm avoiding her stuff. Oh, so this is even a different book. This might be the one that I thought was the Elizabeth O'Rourke one, because this is the cover that I was telling you about. So this is a priority for me. Like, it looks like it could be pretty good. I then have the Priest trilogy, and it's priority, like top priority for me. I'm actually reading one of these for a video later in the year. And I just want to know what the hype is about, really. And then Culty, of course, is another high priority for me. I haven't finished a Mariana Zapata, and I really want to, just to know like how I feel about her writing and stuff. And then Jade City is another high priority for me. We have a Serena Ackroyd here, which I don't know if this connects to her Filthy Fuckers series, but I've heard like not great things about this one, about the hero in this one. And then The Making of a Highlander is another really high priority one for me. I haven't read anything by this author, but I've heard that her historical romances are really good. I tried the audiobook, but the audiobook narrator's Scottish accent was too strong for me to understand, so I'm gonna have to read it physically. We then have Twisted Christmas, which has a lot of, it's like an anthology collection. It has a lot of authors that I am interested in reading. We have Sarah Kate, QB Tyler, I can't read who else is up there, but that is also a priority for me. And then we have the prequel to Sea of Ruin, which was one of my favorite romances this year, so I'm definitely, that's another high priority one for me. We then have the Deliver series by Pam Godwin, which I'm reading later in the year for a video. As you can see, like, I've gotten a lot of freebies, a lot of fantasy. These are the ones that I've gotten more recently, and I'm just not, like, they just don't really, you know, call to me all that much. I'm excited to read his Dirty Demands and No Holes Barred. These are the ones that I've like heard stuff about, but really like everybody else. Those are some KUs, and that's it. So as you can see, like, oh, and A Lady for a Duke, I'm reading that later this year. I overlooked it because I thought it was next to the KU ones. But so as you can see, like, I just have rows and rows and rows of fantasy and historical romances that, like, there's just so many other authors and so many other reads that I have more interest in. Like, there's nothing wrong with these, but if I haven't heard anything about it, it just doesn't stick in my head as something that I need to read. So those are the books on my Kindle library. Like I said, some of these I have read, some of these I haven't. Let me know down below some of the ones that I mentioned, if you think I should make them a higher priority, or if I didn't mention any but some of these are your favorites, definitely let me know. Other than that, if you're looking for more content from me, make sure you subscribe. You can follow my Instagram, my podcast Instagram, and listen to my podcast on all your favorite streaming platforms. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one.